kepada Encik Muhammad Nizam bin Kamarul Bahrain. Nama saya Ati Raizati binti Rosli. Nombor kad matrik 2074.
Nama saya Zainira binti Zainuddin. My matric number is 2072. Nama saya Nur Intan Aisyah binti Hazali. Nombor matrik 2053.
The executive summary and the introduction of this study case. Okay. The executive summary. The cyber attacks are not a new problem in Malaysia, but this issue needs to be given a serious attention to all parties because it can also bring a huge loss to companies. Okay. The lack of understanding of cybersecurity for a company will cause the company to be attacked by all hackers. Furthermore, when the company ignore the principle of safety and consider it a trivial matter, this will provide an easy way for attackers of hackers to steal or hack a confidential information about the company. It will cause company to lose $1 billion and lose customer. Therefore, the company must take a security seriously so that unwanted things happen. Okay, for the introduction, this project aims to examine the challenge and consequence that business face in terms of cybersecurity, as well as to come up with strategies to help the business solve those challenges. Okay? By using a web browser, we gather information from our cybersecurity study. The findings confirm that to enforce cybersecurity in the business, knowledge and the budget are critical. The cybersecurity is beneficial and desired as a safeguard for an organization. Strategic planning to maximize profitability and improve the productivity of goods and services. Study would be helpful to the business because it will offer a solution to the companies of the cybersecurity problem. As a result of this study, a company can be able to increase its competitiveness and better understanding the issue and enforcing a legal cybersecurity criteria. This tutorial also will introduce you to the ethical hacking culture. Okay. Ethical hacking is a form of legal hacking that is carried out with an organization permission to improve its security. This lesson covers many of the legal implications of an assault on a brokerage firm company. The detail about how to perform and the legal implication for the brokerage business and what a lesson concludes, however, with a discussion of the law, which is Malaysian law, that will be used to solve this issue. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nur Shafina binti Adam Ali and my matric number is 01DDT19F2076. And I'm going to present about the impact of attack to the brokerage firm. As we know, day by day, hacking attacks are become more widespread, and again in the age of increasing sophisticated technology, many also use this hacking knowledge for a bad purpose and self-interest. Of course, this method is very worrying for various types of parties. If you do not have a good security system, then we make it easier for hackers to do their job by taking data and so on. Of course, security system should be priority for all parties, especially companies, and this also bring a very bad effect on a company. Cybercrime, they work 24 hours a day and 7 days a week to find people who are vulnerable and willing to take risks. Every shortcoming and weakness of the company will be advantage to hacker, and the activity is always subject to hacker attack by hackers is not a good activity because it brings a bad effect to the company. Here are some of the bad impact, which is lose critical corporate information. A successful hacking attack can lead to the loss of your company critical data including customer personal information. Attacker can use this data to demand ransom for you or harass your customer. Loss of customer data to hackers has led to the fall of many companies including billion-dollar firms in the financial and healthcare industry. When hackers steal your customer data, you risk falling into endless lawsuit and eventually declaring bankruptcy. A virus or malware can erase or overwrite data in your database, resulting in a huge losses. Data recovery takes time and may be extremely expensive. Clever and skilled hackers attacker can cause a company lose critical corporate information. This causes them to lose the trust of the company that works with them and also a regular customer. This causes them to lose business and financially they will be declared dramatically. Of course, to get back the data takes time and high cost. Here they will lose the profit and trust of the community. And the second was stolen personal information from end customer. In addition to the personal problems stolen data can cause, it can also damage companies. With stolen data, criminals can target company personnel to give sensitive information or to trick them to make payments. Such phishing attackers target against a specific individual are called spear phishing. Criminals can also try to gain access to company network to spy and then can infect them with malware. Sometimes jealous of the hacker will also have an impact with where hacker will try to slant staff and customer information. Although each company will try to give the best to their customer, if the hacking attack happen, all customers will blame the company for not being serious in storing customer data. It can also cause the customer not to provide business to the company. And the third one is cyber attack can distribute your business activity. Trust is essentially element of customer relationship. Cyber attack can damage your business reputation and erode the trust your customer have for you. This in turn could potentially lead to the loss of customer, loss of business, reduction in profit. The effect of reputation damage can even impact your supplier or affect relationship you may have with partners, investors, or third parties based in your business. Customer trust is a priority for every company. If that trust is lost, then it will you can lose your sales, and that can cause the company go to bankrupt and employee will lose their job and earning. Otherwise, customer will look for other alternative instead of the company. And if possible, every company take the best security system so that you do not lose various things from various aspects. Of course, every company must be careful in being hit by hacking attack that aim to bring down and bring a bad image to the company. Hacker will do anything as long as they get what they want and they don't care what effect it will be have on others. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, and my friend Zainira will present next.
Thank you, Shafina. I'm Zainira. I will continue from here. Economic cost of cyber attack. Cyber attack often result in substantial financial loss arising from theft of corporate information, theft of financial information, example bank detail or payment card detail, theft of money, disruption to trading, example inability to carry out transaction online, and lastly loss of business of contract. Businesses that suffer a cyber breach will also generally incur costs associated with repairing affected system, network and device. Next, legal implication. Legal consequences of cyber breach. Data protector and privacy law require you manage the security of all personal data you hold, whether on your staff or your customer. If this data accidentally or deliberately compromised and you have failed to deploy appropriate security measure, you may face fine and regulatory sanction. Malaysian Law Personal Data Protection Act 2010 PDPA. The action of businesses of promoting and selling product or service, including market research and advertising. PDPA does not apply to the GOM and state government, which now give us non-appearance right to the action against the GOM or state government in the event our personal data stored, controlled and processed by the GOM and state government have been manipulated or leaking. Despite we still have the option under common law principle to take action against the GOM and state government if our personal data have been worrying used. This still does not guarantee that we will have a bright chance to process with this action. From what we might know, the court will strike out our application for any reason the court might think reasonable and eventually. Next, my friend will continue present. Thank you.
Okay, this is Malaysian law. The second relate to this case and is computer crime Act 1997. The Act made such action illegal and imposed penalty for them. An authorized access to computer content is punishable by a fine of up to 50 or sentence of up to 5 years in jail or both. An authorized access with the intent to commit or encourage the commission of a subsequent crime penalty of 100 150,000 or 10 years in jail or both unauthorized alteration of any computer contents. A fine of not more than 100,000 or a sentence of not more than 5 years in jail or both. A fine of not more than 150,000 or a term of imprisonment of not more than 10 years or both. If the act was performed with the intent to cause injury as specified by the penal code. A person who has is in his custody or control a software record and other information held in or retrieved from a computer that he is not allowed to have in his custody or control is presumed to have gained unauthorized access to it according to the Act. The example on February 9, 2020, a sister analysis with the Lembaga Tambuh Haji Information Technology Department was charged with 3 counts of interfering with the content of the curriculum database between June and July 2010 under Section 5 of the Computer Crime Act 1997. In May 2014, he was found guilty of the charge and sentenced to 3 years in prison and a fine of 60,000 with the possibility of an additional 8 months in prison. Okay, on September 8, 2008, an information technology officer from the Minister of Natural Resource and Environment in Putrajaya was charged with four count of unlawfully transferring land titles in Perak under Section 5 of the Computer Crime Act 1997 if convicted. He faced a fine of up to 10,000, 100,000 of a sentence of up to 7 years in prison. Okay. Last is conclusion. Okay, cybercrime is not a global issue. It should be noted that there is no distinction made between developed and developing countries. Therefore, we must always know and learn the security system so as not to be easily attacked by attackers and hackers. The with the existence of cyber law can reduce the problem or cyber attack that are becoming more prevalent. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.